Hey guys, this is Cam315 and I'm back at it with another video for you guys, and this is another My Hero Academia chapter review. I just had to get this off because I was like, okay, things are picking up and things are picking up. So anyways, you all know what happened last chapter. I know I didn't make a video on that chapter, but essentially that was pertaining to Twice and Hawks and the revelation that Twice and the League have been tricked. So essentially, the chapter starts off with um, Tokoyami, Tamaki, and Batgum. So they all work together. So what they realize is essentially that there's a bunch of people on the ground floor that are gathered in like one certain area, and the heroes have to attack that area essentially. So Tamaki mentions that there are several passages that lead outside, but, the allies have blocked them off in advance so they can make sure that there are only one left and there are five in the mansion there's only five of those exit traps ways out. So obviously they got to get to them and capture all the villains before they escape. Now the title of this is called Heroes and Villains and stuff like that. So anyways, Fat Gum and Tamaki charge in, or Sun Eater charge in, and Sun Eater uses Vast Hybrid Chimera, and this time he uses a Centaur, and he's just charging through them all. Now we do get to mention that Tamaki, which is our Sun Eater, he's going to be the sidekick at Fat Gum for next year, starting next year. So he will be essentially a sidekick to Fat Gum, which is nice. It's nice to see. So, anyways, there's the stairway that they get past, and essentially Fat Gum blocks it off, and then all of a sudden, Dark Shadow. Tokoyami uses Dark Shadow, a crazy, crazy moment where he uses Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow goes down the hallway and literally takes, everyone out. Now he calls this move Dark Shadow Ragnarok. And we see Redestro. Redestro powers up, and it's Dark Shadow versus Redestro. Now, Dark Shadow is obviously more powered up because it's dark. Now it's looking like Redestro has the edge against Dark Shadow, but Redestro's little stilts or his legs, they fall. I guess they break apart, and essentially they fall down, and Dark Shadow takes down Redestro. So they get past the secret passage. They get out the secret passageway, and essentially, Fat Gum compliments Tokoyami, saying like, "Good job, kid. You're doing really good." And essentially, Dark Shadow's looking around, and he sees Giantomachia. Now, Fat Gum says, "Look, don't worry about that yet, because their big master, which is Shigarashi, he needs to be there to tell him what to do." So obviously right now they're not worried about Giantomachia, but I feel like Giantomachia is going to awaken and help out the Liberation Front. So Tokoyami is asking, Fat Gum, because he's inside Fat Gum's stomach, and he's asking, how did we get this, like, so much info on this, raid we're doing? And essentially Fat Gum says, well, it's all due to Hawks, because if it wasn't for Hawks, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So it cuts back to a flashback scene between Hawks and Tokoyami, and essentially, it's like Hawks telling Tokoyami, look, just focus on, what you need to focus on most. And, Tokoyami, he's happy, and he's like, man, I cannot wait to see Hawks again. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And, and essentially it's like, I wish Hawks could see me right now. Now it cuts down to Hawks. And like I said, I didn't make a chapter review for last chapter, but essentially it was about Hawks and Twice, essentially, and, Twice going through his inner demons. Now, as we remember, the last chapter ended where Twice was using his clones. Now, he uses his clones on Hawks, and Hawks' feathers are taking down the basically clones of Twice. and essentially each time Twice uses the clones, um, are less durable than the first ones, and he's just using his and Hawks is just using his feathers around just to take them out one by one and stuff like that. And Twice is still having an inner battle between himself, and even Hawks still telling him like, look, just give it up, you know, just turn yourself in, and you can have a life to live for. It's funny, and then Twice he uses another clone to clone all the League of Villains. Hawks takes that down, and essentially Twice is still who feels betrayed, and by Hawks because he saw Hawks as a friend. He's like, it's useless, you scum. You're a total dirtbag because he feels like Hawks has done him wrong. And essentially, Hawks tells him like, why do you think I deal with speed? So I can take down villains first because and he says because it's the ones who don't give up who heroes need to fear the most. And essentially he's saying like, look, we need to take you guys down fast enough and stuff like that. And essentially he comes to the conclusion that Twice isn't going to get knocked out. So then he does this really cool thing. He grabs one of his feathers and he like literally slices Twice. Then he gets on top of Twice and he tells him like, don't you get it yet? Just give up, essentially. And Twice is like, look, the only Twice is like, look, you guys ain't heroes. You guys ain't heroes. And essentially, you know, Twice is again, blaming himself for, the issues like we from last chapter. He blamed himself from, getting too close to Overhaul, which let Big Sis Mag get killed, and now yeah. So anyways, Hawks has one of his feathers pointed literally at his face. Essentially, Hawks is like, well, seems like I'm probably gonna have to kill you because I have no chance. I have no choice to. So he's like, yeah, and it's looking like he's about to, do it. And essentially, you know, Twice is monologuing saying how he's got to protect, his comrades' happiness. And Hawks is like, okay, yeah, I'll make sure to tell the League that. All of a sudden, right before it looks like he's going to, Hawks is going to, I guess, stab Twice in the face. Um, something, flames just break through, and we all know it's Dobby. And essentially, Dobby says, "There's no need. I heard him loud and clear." He smushes Hawks's mask, and essentially, he's like, and he tells Hawks, he's like, "So, seems like you didn't notice me." And he's like, at the end of his last words, he's like, "Looks like sentiment tripped you up after all," which essentially he was saying like, oh, see, your hesitation to get the job done and possibly kill Twice now puts you in this position. Now Hawks is in a terrible position, more than what he was in Twice, because now Dobby is there, and Hawks has no wings, so he cannot combat Dobby. We'll see, but Hawks is in some big trouble, and I mean big trouble. The next chapter won't hit till March 29th, which I believe is next week. It's another 7 days you have to wait. But a lot of people are predicting that one of the heroes that could die in this war arc, Heroes versus Villains war arc, they're predicting that Hawks might be one of the casualties. Now, how Hawks gets out of this mess, I have no idea, nor do I know how he's going to get out of this mess because he's in a pretty bad predicament right now. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets out of this predicament. Other than that, that's really it for this manga chapter. I did like the Tokoyami moment with his Dark Shadow, and I guess taking down Redestro for now. They kind of like pushed him down to the side, but yeah. Other than that, that's really it for what this chapter is to do. And essentially, yeah, so Hawks could be in some trouble. We'll have to find out next chapter, which in the next 7 days, chapter I believe coming out in 7 days will come out next Sunday, if not Monday. So other than that, I'll see you guys next week for the chapter review. So other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you like this video, leave a like. If You want to hit that subscribe button to get more My Hero Academia content, whether it's the last few episodes of season 4 or even more manga chapter reviews. Yeah, check that out. And also put in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen next? Will Hawks die to Dobby? We'll have to find out. And it's crazy because they foreshadowed, and I feel like now it's kind of a guarantee that Hawks will probably die because they foreshadowed how Tokoyami wants to see Hawks again to see so he can show him how much he's improved. And it's like, okay, that's very ominous. That's like a jinxing of the moment. Usually when a character who's close with another character says that, that usually ends up dying for that character. The character doesn't end up looking too good. Other than that, yeah. And then I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.